wanted to do a video so that everybody got the same message that wasn't able to make the players meeting this evening. So I thought it would be best to just do a video, get all the information out there, and give you boys some time to talk about it if you want to. So firstly, just want to let everybody know that Dave is unavailable this week. So he's not at training tonight, and Craig has stepped in for us, so thank you to Craig. And he won't be there on Saturday, and then next week Dave is away, so he won't be at training next week, and there's no game on the 7th of October. So that was the first thing that I wanted to update you with. Secondly, obviously we're now using the new Spond app, which a lot of people have already joined, so thank you for that. We've still got some boys that haven't joined the group yet, so I will keep putting a reminder on WhatsApp until we've got everyone transferred across. But if you speak to anybody or see anybody that hasn't put in a request to add to Spond yet, can you just give them a nudge, because we want to get everyone across as soon as possible. So I've been trialling this app for a few weeks with a small group of the committee and some players, and I have to say I'm really impressed with it actually. And we've spoken to a few clubs that have been using it, and they've said that it makes a massive difference. So hopefully we're going to see that. And this is all around team management. So you'll have seen already being able to identify who's available and who isn't available for training and games. It's a much smoother process, just a click of a button for you guys. But everything around rugby and team management is in one place, so it does make it a much more efficient process for everybody. So it's a fantastic app. We know that it works really well, but the app is only as good as you guys using it. So I just need you guys to invest in the use of this app, and just respond to what we're asking you to. No different to what you would have done on WhatsApp really, but hopefully it's just easier. So give everybody a nudge. Lots of different things that we can do on there. Hopefully you've seen the poll that I put on already. So again, it's just getting your input on everything that we do as a club, because it's really important to us that you guys are happy in your rugby club. So that was the second thing. The third thing I wanted to talk about was just an evaluation of where we are really as a team. And when I was in the change rooms, we had the face-to-face players meeting. I just wanted to talk about the 4 games that we've already had, and just highlighting some points really. And if we think about it, so if we look at Houston, our first game of the season, there were pockets of some really lovely rugby in that game, but there were also lots of moments where we lost our structure, and it just wasn't working. But at the same time, still pockets of some good rugby. Haven't talked about Hale because it was pre-season. Moving into our second game against Vior, again, they're a tough side. Every side in this league are going to be a tough side. There's no easy games, but Vior are always going to be a tough game. And again, some pockets of really lovely rugby, and we scored against them. Now I think there was a couple of other opportunities where we could have got over the line. But again, it's that consistency and the structure that we need to maintain throughout the whole 80 minutes that we're just not quite there yet. And then moving on to Liskeard. Fantastic first 20-25 minutes. 3 tries, bang, 15-0 in that first 25 minutes and leading into the half time. And again, great rugby, and you could see the communication was working really well. And then it turns defensively, and 11 Park's defence has always been outstanding, and that's brilliant. We want to keep that, absolutely, but we don't want to play all of our games defensively. We want to be leading from the front. And again, it's just about consistency, keeping that momentum going when we've got it at the beginning. So again, pockets of amazing rugby, but still points to work on. And I'm not going to talk about Niki last week, because there's nothing to talk about. Lots of people have already had enough to say about it, so I don't want to comment on that. But what we do know is that from every single one of these games, there are positives to take away. and take into our next games, but there's also those negatives that we need to work on. And what I wanted to say as chairman is that individually we have got amazing players, and as a team we are very new, and I think that's the one thing I want everybody to remember. We've got a lot of new players, a lot of young players, and the team as a whole is now a brand new team. We're not expecting miracles, but I can see the potential in every single one of you as players, and the potential that that brings with it as a team. So I think in the future, once we give this side time to build and gel, is that we are a force to be reckoned with in the future. So what I'm saying to you guys really now is, let's think about how we want to move forward. And the reason I'm saying that is, next season there is going to be some changes to the league. So currently we sit in Counties 2, which is a 12-team league, and then the league below us is Counties 3, which is also a 12-team league. Now, a proposal has been put in over the last 12 months, which has just been approved, and there is going to be the introduction of another league next season, so a Counties 4. And Counties 2, 3 and 4 will all become 10-team leagues, which means at the end of this season there will be 4 teams relegated from Cornwall 2, from Counties 2, which is the league that we're in. So currently we are at risk of being relegated down to Counties 3. Now, I'm not worried about being relegated. If that's what happens at the end of the season, that's fine. And I can promise you that Counties 3 league is not going to be a walk in the park. It's still going to be really challenging games. So the reason I'm telling you this is because the question I posed to the boys that were there this evening was, I want you to think about, as a team, what do we want to get out of this season? What's our goal? And I think everybody agrees that, you know, we go out every week because we want to win, and that's absolutely what we want to do. But what I'm saying here is, I want you guys to think about, if you've done your absolute best on a Saturday in the game, you played your hearts out, played for each other, played for the team, played for the badge that's on your chest, and you still lose, do you know what? That doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter, because you've gone out there and you've played with heart and soul, and that's what we want from you. But first and foremost, we want you to enjoy your rugby. We've absolutely prided ourselves at Ellangowan Park for a long time now around being a family-orientated club. And that's what we want to continue. It's a fun environment, and we want to keep that. So we talked about, you know, contesting the league and trying to get out there, win these games, and stay up in Counties 2. Do we go out and absolutely play your socks off every game, regardless of the outcome, and we take what we're given, but you go out and enjoy it. And if we get relegated at the end of the season, then so be it. And sometimes that can be a blessing in disguise, being relegated, again, giving time for the team to build. And they were the main points of the meeting, really. So I just wanted to share it with everybody to make sure that there were no elements of miscommunication, and just to give you boys some time to think about, how do we move forward, okay? And lastly, around training, so it's obviously getting very dark now. So this evening was the last training session at Ellangowan Park, and next week we move to indoor training at Poldice. So there's a few boys that probably haven't been out there yet. So when I put out the next invite for training next week, it will have the location on there for you. But just give us a shout, or Elliot and Barbs as your captain and vice captain, and they'll be able to direct you. So that will start next week, and I'll confirm the times that they're booked. But it's a really good venue. There's not many clubs that get indoor training, so that will start next week. And as I said, there's no game on the 7th. So let's start to think about what do you want to do on the 7th. So some team building, team bonding, whatever you want to do, let's have some suggestions and start getting that ball going with the 7th of October. I don't know what games are being played for World Cup, but maybe we can do something around that in the clubhouse. It's certainly available. Okay, so we're always around, and I just want to reiterate, you know, as a committee and the coaching team, we have absolute faith in every single player that is with us, and we believe in you, and we want you guys to start believing in yourselves as individuals and the capability that you've got as a team. So let's put the games behind us, and we've got Redruth Seconds on Saturday at home on our own ground, and let's get out there on Saturday with passion, heart, play your socks off, have fun, and, you know, let's enjoy it. So thanks everybody, and if you want anything, shout me, message me, whatever, but I will be there on Saturday to support you all. See you later, guys.